Hi, my name is Nazreen, and today I'm gonna share with you something about web designer and web developer. As you know, I started off as a web developer, and I started to do website design alongside. So I understand both traits of web designer and web developer. Web designer has its own job, web developer has its own job. So let me just share with you the two main aspects of these two professions. Those are web professions, don't get me wrong, but a web designer is a totally different thing from web developer, but both of them work hand in hand. So let's jump into it. Web designer is something which you always regard as the creative of the website. That means something you can see in the visual, in the front end. Well, web developer, there is a front end developer, but okay, let's talk about that later. But when you talk about web designer, the tools that they use are usually Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, or any form of design tools that they use right now. So they usually set up something like wireframe, mockups, prototypes, or something that you can see, and they can play around with colors, they play around with stock images, or just putting the creative side of things on the website. So they love to put intuition, they love to use imagination to make the website look interactive and more fun, because that usually touches the user experience of the website. So if you don't know what the user experience is, basically the look and feel, the emotional factor of user behavior when they come across a website. Okay, so a web designer is very important. There is even a user experience designer. Web developer is a coder who is in charge in making the web designer's design to life. So whatever they design, it is just based on static image or a static look of a website. So he or she will put all those designs into coding. So it can be either any web programming language, but most websites are based on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, or even other web language. But most browsers are based on JavaScript, especially Mozilla and Chrome. I'm not sure if you're still using Internet Explorer, but if you do, please don't, just stop it. So web developer uses tools like a code editor, a GitHub account, or any back-end development tools which requires you to test, which requires you to inspect or do anything. Make sure the website that's being designed is looking good, making sure it's responsive in all screen sizes, and yeah, so it is more of a back-end person of the website. So you see the designer is more in the front end, what you can see, but you don't know things that happen in the back end. So those are the main primary tasks for a web developer. Usually they work together, and I have experience in working with both designers and developers. They have a different type of characteristic. The way of thinking is different. The way of approaching things is different. The designer would like to actually implement something which they can see, and then they can come into a thesis or conclusion later. But for a developer, they look into a bigger picture which many don't see, because in the end of the day, they are the one who are supposed to code all those up. So they look into the bottom ground up, how to actually to get that certain features appear on the website, whether it's a static item or a dynamic details of the website. Developer will know. So it is interesting when it comes to a meeting. Usually will take hours and hours of meeting to actually come into a conclusion that that is the outcome of the website that we are going to achieve. So that's about it for this chat. I just want to share with you what is web designer and web developer. As you know, at RoguePress, we are running a web agency business, which we provide you quality professional websites that can make your business grow. It's not only being a web designer or a web developer for the company, but also become like a webmaster for the company. And if should you have any question, please feel free to reach me out in any of our social media accounts or website. I would love to chat with you someday. Till then, remember to subscribe to our channel. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.